is two separate things. Girlfriend, boyfriend relationship.
So we are familiar with him. I've seen his videos before. Him giving input on how men should treat women.
I could call up right now and say, "Hey, what's up? How you doing? How's work? How you going to know?" I'm going to tell you what's on my mind, what I think about globally, global, local.
It's that time again where we ask the question, what's on Edigga's mind? Tune in as he talks about what's trending, celebrity news, community and political views, and so much more. So get ready to hear what's going on with your host, the man you all know and love, Edigga.
The views that are expressed on What's on Edigga's Mind is that of the show creator and not Charm City Direct TV network. Some language, videos, and content may not be suitable for young viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. What's good? What's really good, good people? And welcome to another episode of What's on Edigga's Mind right here live in the studios of Charm City Direct TV. First and foremost, I want to say thank you. Thank you all for tuning in on this beautiful Thanksgiving Eve, where a lot of families are going to come together and partake in a very great meal, sit around and enjoy each other's company, laugh, reminisce, share some memories and all sorts of stuff tomorrow, which is Thanksgiving. Before I go into today's topic, which is giving thanks 24/7, 365, I want to send a special shout out to, a couple of people, a couple of things that's happening right here on Charm City Direct TV and WLEO radio, starting with the premiere of Barbershop and Mike's podcast that you most of you seen on Monday. So make sure if you did not see the premiere, season 1, episode 1, the debut of Barbershop and Mike's podcast, featuring Bro Mike, the host, my girl Jasmine, Sean, and Vet. Make sure you check it out. Go to YouTube, go to Facebook, go to Twitter, go to Twitch, type in Charm City Direct TV and check it out. Or you could go straight to the Barbershop and Mike's podcast group page. There you will see the replay, and also you will be blessed to interact on that page. You can ask questions. You can tell the crew what you would like, what you don't like, any topic suggestions, anything. You get to answer questions that they post. What a great show. I think Monday they talked about should women be submissive to men? That's right. That was the topic. And a little introduction of themselves, what to expect on the show. So make sure you tune in every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on Charm City Direct TV. You don't want to miss this show. Great show. Also, make sure you're tuned in right here every Wednesday to my show, What's on Edigga's Mind, where I talk about basically what's on my mind. Right here, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on Charm City Direct TV. And like I said a couple weeks ago, I'm taking a hiatus from the evening flow, the afternoon flow. Gave it a new name. The afternoon flow, make sure you are in the know on WLEO radio because it's coming back. It is going to come back. So make sure you are in the know, you're following, you're liking, subscribing, everything WLEO radio. Go to the official website of WLEO Radio at www.WLEO. Let me see if I can pull that up. WLEO. There it is. WLEO267 online radio.com, or you can download the free app from Google Play, Apple App Store, and iTunes. Also, and speaking of which, WLEO Radio is looking for DJs. That's right. If you're a DJ, if you got them skills on the ones and twos, we would like to talk to you. Drop us a line if you're interested at WLEO267radio at gmail.com. Serious increase only. If you're serious about it, drop us a line. If you're not and you still thinking about it, don't even bother. Today, good people, we get into the topic of giving thanks 24/7, 365. You all know the cliche 24/7, 24 hours in a day. It is 7 days a week, and there are 365 calendar days in a year. And, you know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I hate to be doubting Debbie or nagging Nancy, as they may call it. But, you know, with these numbers being so significant, we only seem to give thanks on one particular day. And that day is, of course, Thanksgiving. Where the pilgrims, as the story was told, the pilgrims landed on Plymouth Rock and was greeted by the Indians, who befriended the pilgrims and had a very large feast. And out of that, they called that Thanksgiving. That is what the story says. And we kind of adapted that tradition and carried it on throughout the years, where families across the country celebrate with family and friends. They come to the house, they travel, and prepare a very great meal. And during that time, people share their thoughts, people share uh their 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 thoughts of thanks, things that they are thankful for. Some families go around the room, or they include that with their prayer, and then they feast. They have a large amount of food. Uh, People that you probably haven't seen in years come over, and everybody's ready to eat. Now, when I was little, my two favorite holidays, in which my two favorite holidays are still Thanksgiving and Christmas. My reasons being, as a little child, because I got to eat, my mama cooked, and I got to eat. Not saying that my mother did not cook. Generally, she threw down in the kitchen. My mama cooked, and she started on Tuesday. I remember it. And she will start on Tuesday. She will start with her cakes. She will start with her pies. And then she will work her way up to Wednesday. And Wednesday is kind of like uh we getting down deep in the trenches with this. We're gonna make the macaroni and cheese. We're gonna make the candied yams. We're gonna baste the turkey. She threw down in the kitchen. And Tuesday, when I woke up, and if I smelled any type of cinnamon, any type of it wasn't garlic, but nutmeg, and if you have that aroma in the house, and when I was little, if you smelled that, you knew what day it was. You knew what time it was. Mom was in the kitchen doing her thing. I miss those days, but I am blessed with a wonderful wife who not right there with moms, but she is right there the best at cooking. I need to say that. She don't want to compete with moms, but she does her thing. And I am thankful for that. One reason that I still love Thanksgiving because I married a woman that could cook. And I'm not saying that just because, she's possibly watching. And I'm not saying that I just married her for cooking. I love my wife, but she knows how to throw down. But then it comes to the word thanks. It comes down to the word thanks. And this is where I struggle at struggle with every year. One, my mom is not here physically. She's in my heart and she has transcended since then. But you know, this is the word thanks is troubling me, and that's been on my mind, of course, during this holiday season. And like I said, some of y'all go through it. You miss some of the loved ones that have gone on and passed on, and you carry the memories in your heart. We do not need a day of thanks, because if you look at it, 365 days, a calendar years, and 24 hours of the day, 7 days a week, we are supposed, hear me now, we are supposed to give thanks every single day. And I know what you're going to say, E, that, E, come on, man, let's chill on that. No, I need to be, I need to be transparent for a minute, and I need to share some light on this, because we somehow seem to get away from the meanings of these holidays, or the holidays that matter. I need to say that. Just like Christmas, as a little child, I loved waking up on Christmas morning. Loved waking up on Christmas morning because I knew that there was a tree with lights, with Christmas ornaments on it. And underneath that tree, when I grasped the concept that if I see a tree that is lit up, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be some boxes with some pretty wrapping paper on it with my name on it, from my mother and my father, from my sister, my brother, people I didn't even know was going to give me something that I always wanted, or something to play with. I had a toy under a tree with a light, with some lights around it, with some Christmas ornaments on it. And when I finally found out what the meaning was, what that meant, what was the name of that holiday. It's called Christmas. And I said, man, I love Christmas. When is Christmas? And then I applied that same ideology with the word Thanksgiving. There's a day when moms just threw down in the kitchen. There's a lot of food. And I said, what is that day? And they said Thanksgiving. And I said, man, when is Thanksgiving? Is Thanksgiving every year? It's Thanksgiving every day. And they said, no, E. Thanksgiving comes in November, the last, well, the 20, what is it? The 25th, the 26th, or the 24th, one of those days. I just knew that there was a day that I could sit down at the table with family and people that I loved, haven't seen them in a minute. But when they came over to the house, there was going to be drinking, there was going to be stories told, there was going to be a lot of laughter, etc., etc. And I liked that feeling. But now here it is, present day. I'm 48 years old, and I have consumed a lot of so-called knowledge. I won't say a lot of knowledge, but I have consumed the knowledge of why Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving. See, and listening to stories and grasping this concept and things of that nature, I slowly start to realize that people give thanks every single day, or you supposed to give thanks every single day. See, You know, uh, when I wake up, there's a word that I like to say. Thank you. Yeah. There's a word that before I stretch and be about my merry day or be about work or getting ready get my day started, there's a word that I say to the God that I serve. I say thank you. I say thank you because if it wasn't for him that day, I will not be here talking to you guys. So that is the one major thanks that I give in the morning. And people seem to forget that, you know. And it seemed like everybody bottle up their thanks. That people bottle up their thanks all year long and then carry it on to November and wait for Thanksgiving to open up that bottle, so to speak, and let all the thanks come out. See, we as people, we supposed to be thankful every single day. Be thankful that you have the gift of communication, because there are people walking around who cannot speak. There are people walking around who cannot hear good news. There are people that's walking around who cannot see beautiful things. So we ought to be thankful for that. And these are things what I'm naming is all year round. And it may seem like I'm preaching, but I'm not. I'm just trying to understand why people just wait till one day to give thanks when there are 365 days of giving thanks. There are 24 hours in a day to give thanks. There's 7 days a week. There's 7 days a week that you can give thanks. There's one particular day when large groups of people come together, church, that you can offer your thanks. See, you just don't necessarily have to wait to give thanks. Remember that. See, a lot of you are so disconnected from the meanings of these holidays, but don't shoot the messenger. I should have wore my hoodie. Shout out to 19prince.com. I should have wore my hoodie. Don't shoot the messenger, because I'm just merely here to say that there is 365 days that you can thank someone or something about someone or something, or thank God above that he breathed breath in your body that wake you up in the morning and allowing you to give thanks. The major thanks that I talked about. See, a lot of you are so disconnected from the true meaning of thanks. Give thanks every single day. You don't have to necessarily wait to Thanksgiving to give thanks. See, like I said, there's a lot of people who have no communication. They cannot speak. They cannot communicate all through sign language and things of that nature. There are people who cannot walk. Uh, there are people, there are people right now who are hungry. There are people who are homeless. There are people who are lost. There are people out there that have no homes to go to during these Thanksgiving holidays or these Christmas holidays. But the one thing I'm almost certain that they have is thanksgiving in their hearts. Understand, people, that although these holidays are here and traditional holidays are here, let us be mindful of the true meaning of these holidays. Thanksgiving is much more than a large feast. Christmas is much more than a present. Remember that. I'm always baffled by these holidays year in and year out. Don't be consumed by these commercials that you see on TV because they just want your money. Celebrate with your family every day. You don't necessarily have to wait to Thanksgiving to chop it up with Aunt Betty. You don't have to wait to the Thanksgiving holiday that day and chop it up with Uncle Henry. You need to call Aunt Betty and Uncle Henry throughout the year. But most importantly, people, look out for your fellow man. Look out for your fellow man. There's not a day that goes past that you can perform a kind gesture to someone who are in need, someone who needs help, someone who just need a word of encouragement, someone who just need a hug. You don't have to wait to Thanksgiving to do that. Let us be mindful of what these holidays are, but most importantly, you don't have to wait to these holidays to perform these gestures. Reach out to your family throughout the year. Reach out to your friends that live in another state, another city, another country. Reach out to them during the year, not necessarily on Thanksgiving. You know, like I said, I my two favorite holidays still Thanksgiving and Christmas. And the reasons of why they are my favorite is whatever reason I have. But throughout the year, I am reminded of what I ought to do all year round. Let's not be consumed of what we see on TV. Let's not be consumed of what society need us to practice. Remember the ones who are long gone, like my mom, who just made it possible every single Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for her as a child. I'm thankful for my mom because without her, we would not have made it possible for all of us to survive. I'm thankful for my dad, that I knew my dad, that my dad chose to be in my life. I'm thankful for my dad being in my life so I can be a better father to my son or knew how to be a father to my son. I'm thankful for my sister. I'm thankful for my brothers who continued to be the men and that woman in my life up until now. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my wife. I'm thankful that beyond my flaws, she saw something in me that I didn't even see in myself. I'm thankful for having a job because a lot of us right now are walking around, don't know how we going to even remotely get any type of ends meet. And I'm thankful for you because without you, I will not be sitting here talking. That's what I'm thankful for. But most importantly, good people, I am thankful 24/7, 365. I love you all, and may you enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday. From all of us here at Charm City Direct TV, we wish you a very happy and healthy Thanksgiving. Be blessed.